The time is 5 o'clock on this Wednesday evening, March 7th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Wednesday evening, March 7th, 2018. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. Good evening. It's 5 o'clock on the Top Story Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Wednesday is stocks wobble as President Trump's top economic advisor, Kerry Corn, departs. The Dow took a dip at 82.76 points at 2481.36. S&P 500 dropped 1.32.2726.8. But the Nasdaq up 24.64 points at 7396.65 as Trump's tariff plan blows up party divisions in critical Pennsylvania special election. Stormy Daniels lawsuit against Donald Trump raises the question: when can you sue the president? Grand jury formulated that alleged Parkland school shooter on 34 counts. Trump's immigration war with California has reached a fever pitch. Former Russian spy poisoned by nerve agent, British police said. Holocaust Museum rescinds the LA Whistle Award to Nobel winner Aung San Suu Kyi. Trump sanctions and hardly reordered North Korea to the negotiating table, experts said. London risks closing its wall as the bakers of the world. Police at least 3 people injured in a knife attack in Vienna, Austria. Scientists 99% sure bones found belonging to Amelia Earhart. Rafael Ted Cruz accuses Democrat reporter of changes made to appeal to voters. U.S. metal tariffs. Mexico and Canada may be, except White House said. Powerball winner gives up $50 million to the charity. British Prime Minister Theresa May defended her meeting with Saudi crowd. Brits Mohammed bin Salman as activists protest Saudi Arabia's involvement in Yemen. Criticism of the U.S. military is Japan is grown among Tokyo's government officials and politicians in Okinawa. A former Russian spy is thought to were poisoned by a nerve agent at a British shopping district earlier this week, New Scotland Yard said. Airbus said Wednesday it will move to eliminate 37 of their jobs as the company tries to recoup the costs from its low-sell A380 Super Jumbo and foreign and troop carrier. Pope Francis on Wednesday signed a decree to make Pope Paul VI slaying Salvador and Archbishop Oscar Romero eligible for sainthood. Attorney General Jeff Sessions said Wednesday he will use every power. He would stop California from impeding federal immigration officers. U.S. Secretary Victor DeVos held a listening session Wednesday at the Florida High School where 17 people died in a shooting attack last month. It turns out that the city council in Taunton didn't have to fire the Taunton firefighter who served in jail for domestic assault and former fireman Glenn Pavosa Norton resigned. A junior planner for the city of Buckton, Splendid Department was shut down by city council when it requested a waiver from the city's residency ordinance this week. Shane O'Brien, who graduated from U.S. Mass Air Force 2013 and now gets paid about $59,000 as staff planner for Buckton, asked for the waiver of the city residence ordinance. Buckton man drove 94 miles per hour before a fatal Route 24 crash, says police. Time's running out to run for office in Abington. YMCA Youth Conference draws hundreds for Buckton and Bridgewater. Coca-Cola's move to juice up sales to Japan at a splash of booze. Bitcoin plunges on regulators' caution to investors about potentially unlawful platforms. Snap is reported laying off 100 employees. Sorry, adults, no neurons for Asian brains. 9 massive cyclones of Category 5 hurricanes, wind speeds discovered on Jupiter. China's 9.5-ton space lab will soon crash to Earth. Scientists think today no worse, short of. This photo. Cheerleaders warned about bumps exposure after national competition. Fall to the risk, opioids at no pain, believing in advantage in a year-long clinical trial. 77-year-old woman was attacked by a rabbit otter while kayaking in. Former rugby player paralyzed after swan slugging there. Peter Childustorm is 5:02 on this Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, and it's time now for a sports report. New York Giants trade 2 picks for Los Angeles Rams linebacker Alec Ogletree. Seattle Seahawks trade in Michael Bennett to the Philadelphia Eagles. Richard Sherman does expect to play for the Seattle Seahawks. And New York Giants move a spot for Josh Allen. Browns decided not to take Buckley into the NFL mock draft. Peter Childers Tom is 5:03 on this Wednesday evening, and it's time now for the Peter Channel Traffic and Transit Check on this Wednesday. Baby! Looking at the MBTA Green Line rebranchers person. 5-10 minute westbound delays. It is earlier disabled train. Bus shuttles will place in Mattapan trial service 5 to duration and winter weather. Commuter rail. Framingham Worcester Line train 5:21 5 p.m. from South Station to Central Park. South Station 50 minutes beyond schedule. And everything out looking good. Okay, let's take a look at our highways and byways in New England. In Rhode Island for the city, 95 on the northbound side, so between 195 and 146 in downtown Providence. 195 eastbound side, so slow after Route 95 in downtown Providence. 95 southbound side, so between Warwick and Route 4 in East Greenwich. And 146 southbound side, a little around Route 295 on the North Smithfield stretch. Route 3 is southbound side. It's a little slow just when Hanover stretch. 120 is southbound side. It's slow between 138 in Canton all the way into the Route 24 in Canton. 120 on the northbound side. It's slow between Braintree all the way down at 24 in Randolph. 24 southbound side. It is after 120 Canton. Savage Expressway. Southbound side is back to 3 in Mass back down to the Dorchester around the Route 203. 93 southbound side, so down to Boston. Count tunnels slow, 7 tunnels looking good. Route 2 on the eastbound side is slow between Leominster and Harvard. Route 3 on both ends back around the Tingsboro stretch. 190 on both ends back around 290 Western, 290 westbound side also Shrewsbury. 190 on the northbound side is slow between West Boston and Australian. Mass back on the eastbound side is slow between Sturbridge and Auburn. Mass back westbound side also Brimfield stretch. 91 both ends is back between Holyoke and all the way up to the Massachusetts-Vermont border, and Mass back is slow between Springfield and all the way on the Albany area. And 91 on both ends back between North Fenton, Massachusetts, all the way up to Vermont. Interstate 89, slow between Concord and New London, New Hampshire. And highways and byways of Connecticut are slow go same as for the New York City vicinity. Peter Channel News Time, 5:05 on this Wednesday evening time now for a weather report. And we're in the nor'easter. Not going to be as bad as Friday, but usual stuff. Rain, wind, and snow as take a look at the radar satellite illuminate shows. Rain showers coming into much of northeastern Massachusetts, the line from 95 from Newport down to Lynn and much of the Boston vicinity. And snowing and sleeting down around the Sharon-Stoughton area, while it's raining from much of southeastern Massachusetts. Some snow, sleet trend tends to make their way down to Newport and New Bedford, and snowing in the western portion of Rhode Island and set to the western Massachusetts and all of Connecticut and New York City vicinity, and extending up into Vermont, New Hampshire, and southern Maine, and up in the northern portion of New Jersey and eastern portions of PA, and snowing in the northeastern portions of Ontario and southern portions of Quebec. And the rain-snow line, that could play a crucial part in the snowfall totals, because we will lose the heating of the day. When the sky turns dark and the winds shift to the north, expect the front to collapse so we could get a lot of snow, but it all depends on where this rain-snow line is going to go. It's going to be going here. It's going to either go to the south. We'll get more snow, but it stays up the north or stays right there. We'll get less snow for this Boston and Providence, so the amounts from this spot to this spot could be tricky because of this rain-snow line. And taking a look at the weather outside, it is and the ground is a little bit damp and a little bit mild, so it will play a part in how much snow we will get. Okay, looking at the Temperature spread around the region. It's in the 30s. For much of some New England to some 41 in Hyannis and 49 in Chatham and 41 in Nantucket. It is in the 30s for much of Northern New England with a 10-degree reading for Mount Washington, New Hampshire. All right. Right now with Norton now. 37 degrees, temperature, humidity 94%, 2.36 degrees, barometer 29 inches, falling rapidly, wind south at 3 miles an hour. All right. Okay. Futurecast shows the spring snow line collapsing throughout the evening, meaning the week gets snow. It'll continue to snow throughout tonight, and it'll be out of here by about tomorrow morning. And we could get some spotty rain or snow showers throughout the day tomorrow. We're in the winter weather advisory for now until 7 a.m. Thursday. Snow total circulation 2 to 4 inches with localized amounts up to 6 inches near 95 in Massachusetts, where Massachusetts eastern and Norfolk, Massachusetts and Norfolk, Bristol, Massachusetts counties, and Rhode Island and eastern Rhode Island County until 7 a.m. on Thursday. Plan on slippery road conditions, especially between 7 p.m. and midnight, when most of the snow will accumulate. 3 branches could fall. Wind advisory until 1 a.m. Thursday, much eastern Massachusetts, northeast with 15 to 25 miles an hour, gusts up to 50 miles an hour. Time is strongest winds late after the fact midnight. And when the strongest capable to drive the small tree limbs the branches, possible cause of accident power outages, the tree of it could be difficult to estimate for high-profile vehicles. And the Taunton River floodwater continues for Taunton River near Bridgewater until further notice until the water is canceled at 12:45 p.m. Wednesday. The stage was 8.9 feet. Flood stays at 8 feet, and minor flood has occurred in the middle of further news forecast. The river will be around 9.6 feet by tomorrow evening, then begin falling at 9 feet. The water flooding from the Taunton River will cause flooding on lower Perchade Brook and Middlebury. This will cause Wolofsky Park to become impassable by most vehicles for an extended period of time. Beware of the dangers across the flooded waterways. The water may be deeper than you think. Flood waters may have been willing to damage roadways either fast. The local officials evacuated and asked them to do so. Alright, let's take a look at our forecast. It goes like this. For tonight, we're going to have some rain and snow may come in all storm after 10 p.m. Low around 32 degrees. And north east about 16 miles to come in north to midnight. Winds could gust at 39 miles an hour. Chance of 1%. Use circulation of 3 to 5 inches possible Thursday. Chance of snow before 9 a.m. Then a chance of rain between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Mostly cast about 41 degrees. Northwest about 8 to 11 miles. Gust at 31 miles an hour. Chance of 50%. Use circulation less than 7 inches possible for Thursday night. Slight chance of snow after 2 a.m. Mostly cast about 27 degrees. West about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Chance of 20%. Friday, slight chance of snow before noon. Then a chance of rain. Mostly cast about 40 degrees. West about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Winds could gust at 20 miles an hour. Chance of 30% for Friday night. Most gust about 28 degrees for Saturday. Partly sunny to most gust about 43 by 27 degrees for Sunday. Most sunny to most gust about 45 by 28 degrees. Monday at chance of snow most gust about 41 by 29 degrees. Chance of 35%. Tuesday at chance of snow most gust about 42 by 28 degrees. Chance of 30%. And for Wednesday, a punch test about 42 degrees. And that's me for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Wednesday evening, March 7, 2018. Viewers will be a good evening and good party, and I'll see you at 11 o'clock for a late night report. I hope y'all have a good evening. And stay safe in the storm.